So one of the things that sorry, this is session 3 VIP, and one of the things, particularly if there's if people don't want to do the whole big, thing. Like I don't really, if people are like, hey, I don't want to do landing pages, I don't want to do jot forms, I don't want to do all of that. It's very, very complicated. There is a really simple way that I recommend to people. Um, folks in our incubator are all over the place. I have people that are, 35 and like totally tech savvy, and then I have people who are in their, late 60s that know nothing. Right? They're just trying to figure all this out and trying to learn a foreign language. That's essentially what we're trying to do. So there is, there is a way of doing stuff which is like less complicated, but also less effective. So you can't put a bunch of like ad spend behind it and all that. It's just less effective. But it's a great way to actually cut your teeth. So if you're ever interested in doing e-courses or like e-courses, I'll be completely candid with you. E-courses have brought us in hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years, which is not shabby. Like that's not too shabby. But one of the things is we pair them up with some different stuff. And anyway, I'll not overcomplicate this. I have a tendency to overcomplicate because I want you to know everything and I want you to be able to do everything. But there is like a cheat way of doing an e-course, which doesn't cost you, it costs you hardly any money in setup. So it's also a really good proof of concept. So proof of concepts is not sharing stuff with your friends and family, right? Hey, watch my video. What did you think of my video? Oh, you were awesome, Uncle Ian. Like that's not a proof of concept. That's my nephews and nieces being friendly and warm and loving me. So a proof of concept is when someone buys something, even if it's for a reduced price, but they buy something and then they'll give you feedback on it and whether it was worth it. So let me sort of like walk you through this. And if you don't do anything, if you don't do your funnels and all this, you can do this because it's only going to take me 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes to explain how to do this. And I can show you how to do it. It's really simple. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a jot form. You're going to need, so a jot form that's connected to Stripe or PayPal, right? Or Venmo. I think they're even doing Venmo at the minute on all that. So that's amazing. So you're going to need a jot form and you're going to need a YouTube channel. You're going to need a YouTube account. So you all got the link for the videos. Those videos are not publicly accessible, right? So the public can't access those videos. Only the people with the link can access those videos. So all you do, you're going to have to email and Facebook, right? So you're going to email and Facebook the details of your jot form and the details of your course. And what you're going to do is you're going to record your course. You're going to sit in front of your Zoom thing. You're going to spend, I don't know, $30 on a ring light. I upgraded my lights last year, probably spent about $400 on my lights here. Before that, I was using lights that cost me $30. I use my camera all the time to record. This is my iPhone. I'm using my iPhone right here. So let me introduce you to Give me one. My courses. So we use the platform called Thinkific. Don't forget about the platform, right? Just forget about the platform for now. It's not what I want to show you. So what I want to show you is this is how I manage it all, right? This is all my management stuff of all the courses that we're doing. Working with angels, that's the whole other side of me, that Power Business, Sons of Issachar, blah, 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 right? Look at all those courses. Now, if you go to our landing page on this, you won't see half of those. In fact, you'll maybe see 20% of those courses, because they've all been very specific and they're only open to a specific number of people. So if I go to, let's see where my journey to the mystical realm is, this one. So you'll see that what I have, I hope you can see, oh, there you go. So that's my video, right? You can see that little video with I have a big blue square in front of my face. This was recorded in our living room in Chicago, 2019, maybe 2008, I think 2008, 2019. Like at the start of the year 2019, maybe February or so, this was recorded, and you'll see the quality is not brilliant. It's okay. All I'm using is a ring light and an iPhone 7. So I'm using an iPhone 7. I'm just going to stop the share so that I can share it again and share the audio. It kind of works for them as well. So have you ever heard of the term, I think it's called palestra? Palestra, it's a Greek word. It's actually a gymnasium in ancient Greece where they used to wrestle. And of course, Greek wrestling was wrestling naked. And yes, I do own exercisingnaked.com, because it's kind of that's just for fun. But you can see that it's not per. Can you hear me okay? Okay, that's great. So these are all my videos. You can see these videos are, 16 minutes. Some of them, like Ranks in Order of Angels, 18 minutes, assignments, 15 minutes. So there's a lot of content, right? I have a lot of content in this. And then I go, trying to find some of the worst recorded videos. So this one is me. So want to chat a little bit about the difficulties of meditation. So I know we've kind of. So this was filmed in Valley Center here in California when I was coming in to do some ministry stuff. You can see the lighting's awful. I'm outdoors because I was actually staying in a tiny home. So all of that, just terrible, terrible, terrible. Just bad quality. Let me see, using scripture, protocols, awareness. There's some of them I think are even worse. That's my beautiful wife. So I'm recording this one in a hotel room. Right? I recorded this in a hotel room. I actually looked very angry and scary there, or whatever that's. So we've had our lying, so I'm recording the quality's awful. I have made 6 figures from that course, like way above 6 figures, right? Like, so this myth of it has to be perfect, it has to be just so, et cetera, isn't it? All you're going to do is you're going to record a video. So people will put up with poor video quality, but they won't put up with bad audio quality. So making sure your audio quality is great can be a $15 microphone that plugs into your iPhone. That's what I was using the entire time there. I was using a little microphone that plugged into my phone, and I just recorded it on my phone. I pushed it over to, um, my MacBook. I added a little graphic and some music. You don't even need to do that. You can add some graphic and music in iMovie. You don't need to do that. And then you simply upload it to YouTube. And then you send an email out to people saying, hey, I have this 40-minute course on YouTube that is, I'm charging $9.99 for it. And I'd love you to watch it. Please buy it from me. I'd love you to buy it from me. Please buy it from me. It's $19.99, $29.99, et cetera, et cetera. Whatever your price point is, and you just do that. And this is how you do it to YouTube. And we have never really done a bunch of stuff on YouTube. Like we've never really promoted YouTube as our sort of social media kind of platform. If you go to my YouTube history, you'll see a bunch of golf and upper room kind of stuff. Oh, sorry. I keep meaning to share the screen. I haven't shared the screen. So this is my YouTube channel. If I'm going to upload something, I simply hit this create button. See this little create button? I hit create and I go to upload videos and I upload the video. So if I was to upload a video right now, it'll ask me to select the file. So I can go select the file, say something that's here, that is video 1, introduction. And I'll just put video 1, introduction. And then click next. Again, it's really, really straightforward. Don't want to do any of that. Don't want to do any of that. And then this is it. What am I saving it for? If I put it unlisted, anybody with the link can watch the video. If I make it private, then I have to put in everybody's emails and they have to have a YouTube account. So I just use this all the time, unlisted. And then I save it. And you'll see that it's currently uploading. What has it got? It's got 25 seconds left. Now, what YouTube does is that YouTube actually examines it to make sure they run it through a bunch of AI stuff to make sure there's nothing illegal, improper, any words that are flagged. I'm not saying anything, incendiary or anything like that. So they'll do that. That's what they mean by processing. Processing will begin shortly. And once I do that, I can go into my content, right? So this is actually from a little course that I'm about to do something with. So I go to my content and you'll see I can still edit it. I do these 3 dots, get shareable link, and then I can send everybody that shareable link. That's all I do. I put it on the JotForm. I take their name, their email address, the payment from them. I don't know if you've ever seen JotForm, but let's go into JotForm. This is JotForm. I use JotForm all the time. And if I go to create form, start from scratch, classic form, this must be the devil because this has never happened to me before. I'm having all sorts of glitches with my forms today, so. So strange. This is what JotForm gives me, and I can call this form YouTube course or whatever I was calling it. And I'll simply go I add my first form element. So you've got these three little tabs here, which is basic, payments, and widgets. So basic, I can put a heading in, not going to put it. Well, if I put a heading in, that's all it is, right? That's very simply all it is. Just like, you know, I'm going to delete that because I don't want it. I just go full name, email address, and then I'll have a payment, and I'll put my Stripe in there. I'll put my Stripe account, PayPal, Braintree, Venmo, Cash App. They're doing it every single way, which is amazing. Even just being able to take Apple Pay, absolutely amazing. But you can only select one way to pay, one payment option, right? So I go to Stripe. I can connect my Stripe account. I'm going to add a product. The product can be the video course. That video course can be, it's not free, say it's, all right, we're going to continue. No, it's not going to let me do that until I connect my account. So the video course is going to be $9.99. And I go to this bit, I make it required. So people are required to pay me. I make their name required. So they're required to pay me. I make their email required. So they're required to pay me. And as if by magic, I've got my first form. Now, there are a couple of little things to add onto this. One of them, and thank God you've got the video, like one of them will be actually getting into the emails, and the autoresponder that they get, which you all got as part of the VIP, you know, and all you're going to do is you're going to say, gluing to. And that's it. You're done. And then what you do is you go to publish and you copy the link of this Jot form, and you paste that everywhere on your social media, on your emails. You just say, hey, sign up for my YouTube course. So it's really, 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 really simple. Like you create a video, you create a video, you upload that video to YouTube, you mark it as unlisted, you copy the link, you go to Jotform, you ask them, you require them for their name, email, and payment, and then you publish the form. Sorry, then you go to the email that the autoresponder they get, paste the YouTube link in there, and then go to publish the form and share that form everywhere you possibly can. And you've just created your first potential source of income. Now, you may not get anybody that buys it, but that's got everything to do with marketing and selling. That's got everything to do with sending, 5 emails about why you will benefit from my e-course. And what you do is you tell people how they're going to benefit. Like if you do I've created these videos, they're 99 cents and they're going to benefit you X, Y, Z. So that's the easiest form of e-course you can possibly do. Anybody can do it. Now, you might say, well, what if I don't sell any? Well, if you don't sell any, you've just created a lot of good content, right? You've just created, like, whether it's 1 20-minute video. So I'm recording a 20-minute video today on ministry and money. Sort of like, what's the word? I'm slaughtering some sacred cows with it. And it's if it doesn't do anything, I have created really good content, and out of that content I can do 30-second clips for videos. I can get all sorts of stuff out of that. I don't have to sell you on it. But if you're not selling, it's just because you're not marketing it. So there you go, e-course. What you can also do is you can invite people to a Zoom call after they've watched it and talk about it. And instead of charging, you know, $19.99, you're now charging them $99. Because, you know, if you've got 4 videos uploaded that are 20 minutes each, and you're going to invite people to watch those videos and then come and join you for 4 weeks, for 2 calls a week for 4 weeks, they're going to give you $99. And you're probably all thinking, where are you coming up with these numbers? This is what I do. Like, this is actually what I do. And pricing is part of it. Like, we go through this in our incubator all the time. Well, what should I charge for this? And, you know, yada, yada, yada. So see, I don't even think it took me 20 minutes to explain that to you. Create videos, you know, create videos, make videos, 15-minute videos, 20-minute videos. I use a thing called iMovie. If you own a Mac computer, you've got iMovie on it already. So iMovie is hands down the easiest. It's just loading. It just takes a lot of. It's got a lot of uses up a lot of memory. So let me share with you the.
And does the customer have to have the Stripe? You know, like Cash App, you have to have Cash App or PayPal. But with the Stripe, they can just take a payment without. Okay, thank you.
Yes, Stripe uses credit cards. So and when you're setting up your Stripe account, you use it so even ACH payments. So, you know, people can put in just their bank account, their sorting code, their routing, or their bank account number, their routing number, and the amount it's for, and you'll get it in 7 days. So yeah, it's the best. All right, let me show you iMovie. So this is one I did. It's really straightforward. Like really, really straightforward. So let me reduce that down. So I have got a graphic, and I'm going to have to share that. Yeah, that's cool. So you can see in the top right is this is the preview. So if you believe and you behave, then you will become. It's really that simple. It's not that you become and then you believe all of a sudden, hey, how awesome is that? And all I've done is gone to Finder, like my Finder app, and I've inserted a graphic. I've inserted a video that I recorded on my phone. And this is how you manipulate that video. So I can come into this, and if I want to cut off everything there, all I do is modify, split clip, and then delete that. That's all I do. If there's bits in the middle where you want to go you want to get all your ums and ahs, that's it. And then I go to the top right and I export file. That's all I do. And then I would upload that to YouTube. You're now seeing how simple it is to actually edit a video. So simple. Anything else? Anything I can help you with?
If you don't have a Mac, do you have any idea what the equivalent is on PC?
Yeah. So here's how I will answer all of these questions, right? So let me. The number one search engine in the world is Google, right? So I can go to Google, or I can go to YouTube. Now you're going to see my watch history, the things that come up for me, the Mentalist, you know, how prepared are you, everyday carry, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's my watch history. Please forgive me if anything offends you. Best Windows video editing software. And you've got all of these. Now, what to look for is the timestamp. So is it 9 months ago? That's pretty recent. 8 months ago, pretty good. A bunch of shorts on it. Top 5 video editing software. So I might even like put in a thing that is there you go. There's one there I would watch. A year ago, 250,000 views. Might watch that one and just figure that out from there, because a lot of YouTube stuff, like a lot of people on YouTube are just giving the best quality of stuff away for free because they want you to come into their world. They want you to come into their ecosystem by buying the top end stuff, so. So I think if you have a question like that, I wouldn't always go to Google. I would go to YouTube because I want you to not just show me, I want you to show me how to work it. So once you get on that platform, it's like, well, then you go to YouTube and say, teach me how to X, or how to create my first video on iMovie, how to upload my video. Like YouTube is just yeah. Like I have a Jeep Wrangler here, and I keep it for what's called overlanding. So I have a few mods on it, and I don't know what I would have done without YouTube. How do I install this roof rack? I mean, the instructions that come with it, they're terrible, like absolutely terrible. And there's like four little drawings for this full roof rack that that I can put a tent on top of it. Terrible. But to go to YouTube and say, hey, anybody else have problems? How do I install this? And all of it all comes up.
That's a good reminder. We keep calling it YouTube University.
Yeah. I do not know what I do without it. So. It hasn't improved my golf game, but hey, what you gonna do? What's gonna do? Anything else?
Thank you, Ann. You've been quite helpful. Thank you so much
That's my
for
goal.
making things simple.
That's my goal. And I mean, you'll get emails from me about the incubator, and I think it's a great group. I think it's well worth $40 a week. So, all right, people, go have an amazing day. Go make money. Go change the world.